Xero tip for this week. Thank you to everyone who's voted in the poll that's running in the group to give me an indication of what areas of Xero you want me to focus on. So once I've finished this little series on invoicing, I'll be getting onto reporting, which seems to be the top one that everyone wants to get some more information on. So this is week 2 of invoicing, and what I'm going to show you today is a quick look at Xero inventory. And the reason I'm going to show you that and the way that it relates to invoicing is because you can actually set up inventory accounts to reduce the amount of time you're using in terms of data entry when you're raising invoices. So if you come into accounts and then inventory, you can see here in the demo company there's quite a few inventory items set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the golf balls white single. So there are 2 ways to use Xero inventory, and the way that we're looking at it today is where we're not tracking inventory items, so we're not using Xero to keep track of inventory. And you can actually set up inventory items for everything from products to services. So while the golf ball example is a product, you could set that up. So for example, I have one in AdminArmy set up for the weekly bookkeeping service that we have. So it works for both products and services. So we can see here that these golf balls have been set up as an item that is purchased for a particular value with a description, and they are also sold with a particular value and a description. And also the sales account is already entered there. So if we select edit item, we can see that when we're setting them up, we give each item a code, and that's what we're going to use when we're raising the invoice to reduce the data entry time, and an item name. And so we're going to leave I track this item unticked for the moment because we don't want to track it in terms of inventory asset, and we'll cover that off in another Xero tip sometime in the future. But we have, in this instance, I purchased this item ticked. So that relates to if you're entering bills into Xero, so we're not going to focus too much on that today. But we've got here ticked, I sell this item. So we've entered the unit price, we've entered the sales account, so that's the account that it's going to get coded to by default when we enter this item in an invoice. And we've got the default tax rate. And the sales description. So the sales description is what's going to show up on the invoice when we raise it. So it's very easy to come in, edit any of these settings. And if we've done that, what that means is if we come back to the dashboard and select new sales invoice, what we can do now is in the item code, we can start typing the code for the golf balls. So you can see that it will Xero will suggest some items, and the more specific you get with it, the more specific Xero's suggestion will get. So if we select that item, the description is pre-populated, the unit price is pre-populated, the account and tax rate are all pre-populated. So all you're having to do is enter the item code that you've set up in your Xero inventory and also the quantity that have been purchased. And you can use that for multiple items, and it makes the data entry of invoicing a breeze. It also means that you get the consistency across all of your customers. You're less likely to get errors when it comes to pricing and that type of thing, which is always super important because we want to make sure that those invoices are going out with the correct price on them and you're getting paid for everything that you are providing. So that's a quick overview into how to use inventory when it comes to raising invoices. Next week I'll be back with another Xero tip, also focusing on invoicing, and we'll look around some of the branding and the invoicing formats that you can have, and we'll carry on our invoicing series from there. Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.